Hey guys, December 4th, Wednesday today, back in the shop. We didn't get on the lake yesterday, brought some clutch stuff to my buddies at team. They helped me out again, so thanks to those guys. And then also ran up to the race shop to get some parts from Mike and just talk to Mike about upcoming season stuff. But today in the shop, well, yesterday, went through the four-stroke. The four-stroke is done and ready to go for speed runs and handling testing. So excited to get that back on the lake the next day we go down there. But I do have the ZRT in here this morning. Drove through a wind advisory to Grand Forks this morning to get a whole new caliper and brake reservoir assembly. Because on the ZRT, even at Nadawash last year, I felt like it was just a little mushy. And like just felt that same feeling again on the lake, just testing it the other day. So I'm gonna try to change the whole assembly, just see if I can't get rid of that, because our 440 isn't like that, and then the F7 is really good. If worse comes to worse, I'm taking Brody's brake setup off the F7 to put on the ZRT. So Dad's working on the catalyst, trying to get that kind of buttoned up today through tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be on the lake this weekend for sure. So yeah, just some shop work today. Could have done some day in the life kind of vlog stuff the last 2 days with how much running around and stuff we're doing. So maybe we'll do a little bit of vlog stuff throughout the day and then just kind of mash it up into Thursday and Friday. So we'll see what we get done today and what we film. That's kind of the main thing. Is we can wrench on it all we want, but then the filming aspect of it is kind of tough to set the camera up when I'm doing stuff, and nothing goes together right. Everything's 20 years old. It's hard wrenching on it, so we'll go from there. But at least Dad's stuff he's wrenching on isn't 20 years old. Doing a sway bar right now. Sway bar and then shocks. So wasn't sure on what we exactly wanted to change. So we bought one full setup here. This is the same kind of line that we took off of the ZRT already. But we have our new used full reservoir that we're going to be putting on. And then this was one of the cleanest looking calipers in the pile that I was looking through. So I bought that one to try as well. And then we got this one. So I think we're going to try just replacing this reservoir first and then seeing if that changes it. And then we're going to test tomorrow and see if we want to even change calipers too. So I almost think that it's in the reservoir here, where this is just it's bleeding past somewhere to where it's not got a real dead feeling, like it's just mushy. See if we can't make a big brake fluid mess all over the place. It's usually what happens. So I got this new master cylinder mounted up, and one of the most crucial parts of our Ice Le Mans sleds is like the handlebar setup. Me and Kyle have talked about it on the podcast a little bit about like your handlebar setup to brake lever. With the bars I run on here, I have them at a little bit different angle than the ones I run on my 4-stroke, just on kind of how you can hang off the side of the sled. So they're rolled forward a little bit, so your wrist angle isn't straight up and down, it's more at an angle of like just a better angle there. And then we also roll our brake lever up a little bit to go along with that angle too. So if you ever notice it like looking flat, everything's kind of just rolled a little bit. But like the handlebar setup is kind of everything for how comfortable you can be hanging off the side of the sled. So I've spent many hours just sitting in the garage here, just messing with handlebars, just hanging off either side of the sled, just getting it more and more comfortable for myself. Same goes with like the throttle lever on how your kind of wrist works on your throttle side. So now that I got that mounted up, I might even change it once I get down to the lake and just make a lap on it. I might feel like I want to go down or up with the brake lever. So just little tidbits like that. So now that we got the brake side of the stuff done on the ZRT, We're gonna pop the primary clutch off and make a weight change, just because it was down on RPMs a little bit for me on when I was putting braking miles on. So make a weight change so we know that it'll be better when we go out there tomorrow. So, but the clutching, that's the secret side of stuff that we can't show you just yet. We'll hold that to ourselves just for now. But get that done with, and then we're gonna tip her on the side and then just go through and tighten all of our Woody's studs, just to make sure, being new in the new track, just make sure they're all still good. So, well, just got primary changed. I'm not going to tell you what I put in there, but changed weights and spring, looking for a little bit more RPM. So waiting on some clutch parts actually to try an additional whole another clutch setup. So excited to hopefully get that by this weekend and try that as well. So now with ZRT tipped on the side here, just gonna go through and just make sure all of these Woody's studs are still nice and tight after their first kind of go around on the lake. So shout out to Woody's. We have 5 Lake Lemans sleds set up, and every single one of them is using Woody's 30-degree Eliminator series studs. They are the best. What's going on with your thumbs?
I had to get thumb shots because my hands hurt so bad I couldn't keep them.
Cortisone shots in the thumbs. It's like steroids.
Yeah, it hurts.
Well, hey guys, it is Thursday, December 5th, about 1:30 right now. Currently down at the lake, put on about 25-30 miles this morning so far, kind of running back and forth. Yesterday we had some gnarly wind up here, so we have some extremely rock hard, like little finger drifts across the lake, which is set up for Lake Lemans is no bueno, but there'll be enough sleds to chew them up pretty fast this weekend with enough people out here testing, and then when they plow the track next weekend, shouldn't be any problem with them. So but yeah, just down here sitting in the truck right now waiting for Dad. Dad's been at home just working on his catalyst, trying to get that button up, and I got the 4-stroke down here and the ZRT. So I kind of opened up a long stretch across the lake here on the 4-stroke just to get a radar gun on it, and I'm pretty happy with how the 4-stroke is feeling right now. Currently 9 degrees out, so it's race day temperature is looking like high to mid 20s. So I know a few adjustments I can make there to adjust for the temperature. And I know what my speedo is on my 4-stroke. I know how off it is from actually a radar gun. So I'm not too crucial on knowing that without Dad here. But with the ZRT, I mean, that thing's so far past 100, it's hard to tell how fast you're going. So yeah, waiting for Dad to come down here and just give me a shot or two with the radar gun, and then we'll kind of know what our stock package is like, and then probably bring her home and put the Black Magic pipes on and the stingers and get that ready for tomorrow then. So, but yeah, it's brisk out today. So we are parked on the lake again today. Just parked this 4-stroke out there, and I don't know if you can see, there's the ZRT back there. So, but I'm sure a lot of people seen stuff on Facebook this morning of Artie Cats, like race budgets cut and funding slash cut and stuff like that. Some stuff is true, some stuff isn't very true. I think we'll know more in the next coming days, so I don't know how much I should say on it or want to say on it. Like, I'm not the really person to talk to about it, just kind of from the little bit that I know. But like, we're still going racing with Artie Cat. We're still supporting Artie Cat. Artie Cat is still supporting us as of right now. So we're still green. I mean, we got 5 Artie Cats set up down here. So other than that, it's just a tough situation just for everybody involved, and there's nothing really like individually that we can do about it. It's all up to the head honcho people that are just making the decisions, I guess. So we'll just continue riding our sleds, I guess. So nothing we can do about it. Well, we just got back from the lake. Lake was short-lived today. Dad got out there. We shot the ZRT with the radar gun. Way off. Not even close. Extremely disappointing. So I just been so I didn't even know where to go from there. It was so far off. It wasn't even close. So we get back into the shop here and take spark plugs out, check plugs, give them compression test. Compression test is good. Start narrowing stuff down, and then Dad spots one thing here. He says, "Oh, I see the problem here. One of the power valve lines came out here, so that is no bueno. So got to take that servo motor off, get that reset in spot. So hopefully that should be the issue that we're having. So currently Dad's working on drilling the holes for the studs in the catalyst. Once he's done with that, gonna take the skid frame out, and then I'll throw studs in there for him while he's working on the skid frame. Try to get that done just a little bit faster. So we'll be on the lake tomorrow with the catalyst as well. Just finished studying Dad's track here. He's still working on a skid frame, so just another piece of the puzzle done, pretty much. So now I'm gonna work on the ZRT there to get that power valve cable put back in place, and then after I get that power valve cable put in place and back together, then I gotta take these grips off. Brody already pulled this one halfway off, like we said in last week's video. Pull those off, just put that one on, but then get this one prepped and ready for Dad to weld a little bit of a better hook on there for Brody. So little custom ingenuity here. Nothing a little wire tie can't fix. Have to do this to all three of them. Just ended up actually just kind of falling out of that plastic piece, so couldn't figure out any other way to get it to stay in place. Maybe some glue, but didn't want to trust that. So
It's supposed to be a clip.
Dad thinks there's supposed to be a clip. Country Cat shows no clip, so we're going with wire tie. Just got this fresh grip on for Brody. Just goes to show that Brody is one of the more factory riders out of our whole group. He just shows up and rides it. And I got the left side here prepped and ready for Dad to weld on tomorrow. We have a set of old handlebars with some hooks on it that Dad will probably cut this end off here flush and then probably weld it up at whatever angle he kind of wants. And then being we already have this nice curved brake lever on here, that's really easy to weld to fit it up how you want to, being you have the brake lever right there to kind of feel where you want it. So he'll weld that up tomorrow morning for Brody, and then Brody should be able to ride with us tomorrow too. And we're just about done here with the front skid shock. Shout out to Vince for all the Fox parts, and then Dad kind of just does his own thing on his own shocks here. So shout out VS3. So that'll probably be it for our kind of day in the life kind of vlogs that we've done the last 2 days of the little bit of content that I've kind of filmed here and there. So we'll see what it turns out to be when I start making the video. Who knows? But yeah, excited to get on the lake tomorrow with a few other guys, and then I'm sure this weekend is going to be absolutely packed. So we'll try to get as much video of kind of everybody else out there as we can. But yeah, again, thanks to everybody watching the videos, liking them. All the new subscribers, followers, I really appreciate it. Dad appreciates it too. So, all right, we'll see you in the next one.